now. Good morning. Hello, Reiki. Good morning, everybody. It is time now to start. I will present what I promised. And we, the movement, will do what we must. Okay. I deliver this message to you today, the 2nd of March, 2020. To the South African government, the members of parliament, and to the corporate world. We, the South African people, we have a voice, and you will hear us soon. To the international community already heard our pleas, thank you. They are supporting us, and they will support us till we live in peace. We have cried and cried and cried some more. The last week was hell for our country. We went through very painful time in our country, through hardship, children being killed. We will cry no more, and we will beg no more. It is time for action, and we will do it. So for the international community and the ones that's supporting us, we would like to thank you. To the international investors, we believe you are very worried about your investment. So help us to secure it by changing the atmosphere of this nation. Our vision is to change the climate of our country through silent and peaceful protest. That's all. Just to change the climate of this country through silent and peaceful protest. Our mission will be to force the government into action, to protect our Bill of Rights that's embedded in the Constitution of South Africa. We will do this through non-violent protest, international pressure and awareness, international protests, and a call to the United Nations to act. So just before I bring our plan of action to you, allow me to share what this movement is all about. The Shut SA Down movement is only 10 days old. We have support from all around the world. I would like to thank the leadership, the admin, and the moderators who work very hard to make this movement great. Shut SA Down is a peaceful, non-violent, non-racial caring movement. We value life. We are a proactive people, by the people and for the people. We have no affiliation to any one political party, nor do we have any intentions of becoming a political party in the future. Our aim is to put pressure on government to act. This movement will be run by ordinary South Africans, men and women brave enough to make their voices heard, and they will hear us. We will not be afraid anymore. We believe in justice, righteousness, and the right to life. Shut SA Down believe in democracy. We believe in our own constitution and our justice system. We also believe that the people in this country have a voice and a constitutional right to be heard. We have no desire to overthrow government because we believe in democracy. However, if this government can't protect our constitutional rights, we the people must take action to do it ourselves. We have no desire to bring more hardship, tears, and suffering to the South African people. Our dreams and goals are to live peacefully in this beautiful country called South Africa. We have lost all confidence in our political leaders. We are ashamed of them and we don't trust them anymore. The Shut SA Down movement will bring positive change in our country through silent shutdown. We are the people of this country, and we have a constitutional right to protest. Yes, we do. It is clear in our constitution, and that is exactly what we will do. So, why shutdown? Why this method? All other methods has failed. The people went to the street. It failed. The people burned and begged, and it failed. The people cried out for change, and it failed. The government don't care. We the South African people are tired of begging, and we will not take action And we will now take action, and we will speak very clearly to the South African government and to the international community. We will make sure of that. If the government ignore our first shutdown, we will have a very destructive second one. We must do this for our children and the future of our children. There will be nothing left of this country if we don't change it. We will be exactly like our neighboring Zimbabwe. People crying, people hungry, without jobs. If we don't change the climate of this country, we're in desperate need and desperate state, and we will cry a lot more than what we're going to put the South African government and the businesses and the corporate world through. 2 days is nothing, people. The suffering of the South African people. We live in a beautiful country, a diverse country, with many cultures and languages. We are the rainbow nation of the world. There was a time when the world applauded our efforts to bring change, and that is what we did. Our country became a democracy for everyone staying in it. However, the people of this country saw the slow deterioration of our constitutional rights. Our right to walk the streets, our right to movement, our right to a safe environment, our right to equality, our right to human dignity, and last but not least, our right to life. We have a right to defend ourselves, our family, and our property. Our government and our justice system have stolen these rights from us, the South African people. Our country has one of the highest murder rates in the world. More people are killed in our country than in certain war zones. Our women and children suffer serious abuse, rape, and humiliation on a daily basis. We are haunted by violent crimes, hijackings, robberies, rape, and murder every single day of our lives. Gangs of robbers roaming the streets and communities with automatic weapons, causing pain, destruction, and death. Our open borders brought millions of people to this country, and they are free to walk and do as they please. We struggle to provide work for our own people, yet the government turn their head when people enter our country. It is time to put South Africans first, and that is what this movement will be about. Caring for our own people first. If we don't act now, we won't have a future. Someone on our Facebook group posted a very sensitive topic, and the women and men became brave, and they shared their pain. Allow me to share some of the comments posted by brave men and women on the topic. If you have been molested or raped in this country, leave your name. Be brave. We must speak. There were hundreds and hundreds of brave people that shared their story. I'm going to read a couple to you. I will be the first one. I was molested when I was 11 and raped when I was 24. Another lady said, raped when I was 15 by 2 men. Yet another said, raped at the age of 20 on my way to work. And yet another one, it is time I speak out. Kidnapped and raped at age 23. I, gang raped at 12. The last one I want to mention, I molested at the age of 8 by the security at my primary school. These are just a few of the hundreds of brave men and women that shared their pain with us on our group. I will now share our plan to prevent future pain to our men, women and children. Our shutdown dates. We will shut the country down for 2 days. It will be the 2nd and 3rd of June 2020. The shutdown will last 2 days. 2 days of silent protest with no violence nor any street protests. We have a constitutional right to protest, so we will. We will not go to work. The children will stay away from school. We will close our companies. We will and we must sacrifice so that we can have a future and that our children can have also a future. The Shut SA Down Legal Department. We have the Shut SA Down will appoint a legal team before the 7th of March 2020. They will assist us with the letters that I will explain to you in my next action plan. They will also be the people that will guide us to do things according to our constitutional rights. Okay, our demands. Our demands will be presented and delivered to Parliament before our shutdown dates. These demands will be set up by you, the public, and will then be voted for. A section on our Facebook group will allow you to share your opinions and demands. You, the public, the people of this country, will make this list of demands. We ask for realistic opinions. We will pick the most important ones. Our lawyers will then set up our demands that we will present to Parliament. So in the next week or so, we're gonna have open discussion on the group of what we need to ask the government to do. Remember, people, we are not here to overthrow government. That is not what we are. A democracy, and we will respect our democracy. But we need government to change their ways. So we're gonna have open discussion, like I promised before when I said your opinion didn't count last week, but your opinion will count in the next week and so. We're gonna need you. You are the ones that will share what you want this government to do, and we will then make a list of those things, and then we will share that with the government. Okay, that is our demands. International mobilization. We have appointed our Shut SA Down international ambassador. His name is Lawrence Bricky, and he resides in Paris, France. He will liaison with the international communities. His tasks will be as follows. 1. He will set up a task team that will promote our cause to the international communities. The international task team will promote our cause on their various social media platforms. This will bring awareness to our struggles. Our cause must also be provided to media outlets in the different languages. Number 2, present our letter and cause to the international leaders in their respective languages. These letters must be delivered or emailed to the members of the respected political parties. 3. All businesses that have ties with the South African corporate world must be notified of our action. This will take hard work because these corporates must first be identified. 4. Our demands and cause will also be presented to the United Nations. That document will be very clear about our constitutional rights and how the people of our country have suffered under our corrupt leaders. We call for a vote of no confidence. 5. International celebrities must hear our call. Our task team will reach out to them, presenting to them our cause. 6. Our demands must be delivered to all South African embassies. 7. We ask all expats to bring awareness to our suffering, to their local towns and cities. They can download and print our course from our website. That will be up soon from our website, and they can share it with their local people. Number 8. Large international media houses will be informed of our action and protest. Local mobilization. We will use geography to mobilize locally. Every town will be covered. Every business in every town will be covered. Let's start with a small business owner. This is the business like a private restaurant, a plumbing or a construction company. These are the local shops in the community. They are usually family-owned businesses. They must receive the letter of our cause and demands. This letter will explain how this shutdown will bring positive change to our country. And I need you to understand, South Africa, we are bringing positive change to this country, not negative. We don't want the people to suffer anymore. But we can't carry on like this. Because if we do, we won't have a country left. There will be nothing left. So it's time now to act. And we must work together.